Díobh a chuir de Gael agus fáilte isteach inniu chuig an sesiún seo bunathe an uairscéal don Tra Uachtarach. So welcome everybody today to this session about the novel don Tra Uachtarach an sin for the junior cycle. Is Misha Arlene agus by me livse don law inniu agus baim widna ag kaint Ghlinn uairscéal agus gafrad bhanan leis. So needs sa, let's start. By me de kaint we Cúpla uairscéal ella atá an gcúrsa. So we're going to be talking about a few different novels that are on the course. Fig míid na téimi agus na character agus ach chuimre na scéalta sin. Hina sin Baim with ag díú isteach ceisna scrúdatha agus ag fécinint samplaí agus na scéimena bharcála a bhanan lo. So lenimid araig an sin agus chuirmid tús leis an sesiún seo. Okay, so céirid iad na cuairscéalta atá déanta agah ar scoil. So tegan sibh ó bhór múndóirí go bhfuil lista le haghaidh na nuairscéalta eile atá ann. So is féidir libhse an túrscéal a fiocha. You can pick your novel mar grúpa, okay, no mar wrong, as a group or as a class. So Tá cúpla samplaí agam an scáilán díobhse. So leramach.com le Áine ú fóglaí sin ceann amháin. Cúpla le Ógie Ó Céilleachair sin ceann eile. Daideo le Áine ní Ghlinn. Thurg taisce le Mícheál ó Ruarc. Agus sóú le Anna Joseph. So tá neart cín an lista, agus caithfí sibh mar rang ceann amháin a fiocha. So deganá scoil nuair atá daltaí ag fiocha an uairscéal. So usually when students are picking an uairscéal, being should be deagháil le bhur múndóir, so you're usually chatting to your teacher. Féic sibh blurbna agsúla beidir. You'll have a look at different blurbs. Here's the blurb sin na PC Olish a bhíonn thiamh an uairscéal. So they're the little blurbs that are on the back of the novels. So is féidir libh sé iad a léamh agus an sin peocann sibh ceann amháin. So just ag dír isteach uaireanta nuair atá ag múna i micheomar ranga féin. Cuireann daltaí ceisna orm bunathe an litreú den ocail uairscéal. Agus sin an aibhis mó a bhíonn ag daltaí de gná. Céirid an litreú ceart. So what's the right spelling of uairscéal? Uairscéal le A? Is it an uairscéal with an A or is it an uairscéal with an I? Agus céirid cén ceann atá ceart. So tá muid na chun dír isteach an bísa óla sin, just fa nóméid nóthol an seo sa cúine gramadí in our grammar corner an seo. So, an túrscéal, cílíonn sé sin the novel. So uairscéal is animacal é, so that's our noun. It's animacal burinscinach é, so it is a masculine noun. Sin an fá go bhfuil an T beag an seo. That's why we have our small little T there on túrscéal. So animacal burinscinach. It's a masculine noun, and when we have an talt, leis, when we have the alt with it, cuireann sé T fleshcín with us. So it puts our little T and our dash before it. Ach, tedéal an uairscéal. But if we put another noun before it, tedéal an uairscéal. So achraíonn an litreú. Okay. Cén fág an nachraíonn an litreú? Well, tush will go animacal ag teach le chéile, because we have our two nouns coming together. Agus is sample den tishil ginneadach é sin. And that's an example of tishil ginneadach. A rís tá neart samplaí den tishil ginneadach ólas a gcuid. You know loads of examples of tishil ginneadach, but maybe you just might not know the term. Okay, for example, the word for room is shomra. The word for class is wrong. But when we put the two of them together, we get shomra rana. Another one that you know, the word for week is shaktan. The word for end is dera. But when we put the two of them together, we get dera shaktana. So rish literally different on shin. Okay, so we can see our different spellings there. Okay, shomra ranga, dera, shaktana. Okay, so sample in tishil ginajak aisha. So it's an example of tishil ginajak. Ceann eile anseo on tutor, the author. An rud céine atá ann anseo, nuair a chuirmid animacha leis, when we put another animacha with it, anam on úder, the name of the author. So a rish is sampled in tishil ginajak é sin comma. So that's another example of our tishil ginajak. Ceann eile anseo ag tús no I lór no ag dera on túrsce. So at the beginning, the middle, or the end of the novel. Fé rish leis an I, so tá litru difriúil ann a rish. So cílíonn sé sin go bhfuil an tishil ginajak I bhain. So that means then that our tishil ginajak is happening. Okay, so a rish, brahanse. Which one to use depends on what you're writing. Okay. Normally, the spelling would be scale with the I, U for the or SC, E for the AL. Ach, mátá tishil ginajak I bhain. If the tishil ginajak is happening, we'll bonamach on I sin, or bonamach on A sin, we take out the A, and curlied on I is jack out. And we put in our I. Okay, so tosoamid leis on scale dado le Áine ní Ghlinn. So, arish, céir atá gast leis an uairscéal seo? Well, ban an uairscéal seo le búcail óg ansa. Búcail óg darb anam líam. Agus tá líam a hecha óna hismóirí. So níl cadrah ma éidir tismóirí líam agus níl sé sásta. Tá sé ag íri éiliú as a theach. So he wants to try and escape. Éiliú as a theach. So, céir a dhéanann sé? Well, déanann sé plan, okay, or chuireann sé plan le chéile lena glú chara míhall. Agus an plan a bhí ann ná by líam ag dul ar an train go mláithlia. So, céird é an scéal. So, nuair atá líam ar an train, búlann sé le seanar. Agus dúirt an seanar leis go raibh sé ar a heithe chomá. Ach bhí sé ar a heithe óna fáistí. So arish, tá sais rud comónta I gceist atarthú. So they have this kind of similar grounding or similar thing, this common theme between them. Tá an bhirt acu ar a heithe. So both of them are escaping. Agus arish, Jane and Liam chara nua. He makes a new friend. Agus búlann siad le chéile ar an train go mláithlia. Okay, and they make this friendship ar an train go mláithlia. Agus féach famíd an cadrah atarthú ar an train. So we see the relationship between them ar an train, agus na character atá onto, types of characters that they are, agus chóirlíonn an cuideas mó den scéal seo ar an train. So again, majority of the story, chóirlíonn sé ar an train. That's what happens on the train. Malana míid raig, tá uairscéal eile agam díobhann seo, Cúpla, le Ógie Ó Céilleachair anseo. Agus banan an scéal seo le bhirt chailní óga, darabh anam Ellie agus Sharon. So ríis is daltaí manscoile iad agus tá siad ag freastal ar an manscoil. Tá siad ag déanamh stadir don trapósreach an sin. So tá siad an cosúil libse, okay, ag déanamh stadir don trapósreach. Agus féicfimid an sais cadrah aftarthú. So a ríis madidir le Ellie mar character is character das cordúil í. Is cailín dígursach í cumá agus bíonn si ag obair an Tom ar fád agus ag irí ordmhórcanna a bhaint amach ina cuid scrúdathe. Ach a bhallairt atá i gceist le Sharon mar character. So is character soch fion í Sharon, tuann si i gcuine gachród agus gach duine ina rire. Tá dá ina cuid grúige, bíonn si ag ól agus ag tógáil drugaí. So a bhallairt atá i gceist idir na chalíní seo. So ríis féachtar an cadrah aftarthú agus na tréithre difriúla atá iontu agus cairríonn sé sin leis an scéal a uirbeirteann sin. Ach, cosúla gachród hagann 5 ina consolas agus féicfimid céird a chóirlíonn leis an mirt acu. So, ceann na rudí is tábhachtaí nuair atá sibh ag déanamh stadir ar an uairscéal ná na character. So ríis, í ngach uairscéal a dhéanann sibh stadir ar by character n. Agus tá si tábhachtach go bhfuil tréithre faoi le ag cuibh donna character. So, mar hampla, molhandíobh an structure seo a úsáid. So, déan cín si go bhfuil lista adiachtaí agah se. Okay, go bhfuil si bhánn iad a úsáid agus cúpla ceann ar bhór do cheann an seo. So, tá cúpla abertí úsáideacha agam díobh se an seo, so má écann sibh, is duine blank A nó E. So a ríis, chuann sibh rud éigean isteach. Is duine béidir, is duine sportúil E blank. No, is duine cordúil A blank. Okay, so degan á leis na písaí seo. Luann sibh an tréithre faoi le, so you'll mention your trait, and then déanann tú verbert there, and then you'll develop it a little bit more. Ach bí cuairmach on 5 is cuttíanta an seo, a very common mistake that people make. Okay, is duine sportúil nó tuiscinach nó ceolmhar A nó E. That's fine when we leave it like that. But nuair atá ceapam I gceist, when we have ceapam, that means that is there will have to change into our kaint indirach, into our indirect speech. So athraíonn is go gur. So is changes to gur there in its indirect speech. Okay, so ceapam gur duine blank E no A whoever. Okay, depending on the person. And then imóthúram, in my opinion, is duine cordúil I Ellie mar hampla. No, is duine airmiúil I Ellie mar hampla sa scéal cúpla. Okay, so brahan sé. It really depends, okay? But if you're not sure about changing is to gur, then I'd say maybe leave out the piece with ceapam if you think it's going to confuse you a little bit much. So, just ag fécint ar cúpla ceann in a character ó na scéalta seo. So mar hampla, má éicimid ar an character or an character Daideo san uairscéal seo, nó an seanar, okay? So ríis scríbimid sios anam an uairscéal sin Daideo, agus anam an údar sin Áine ní Ghlinn. So ríis, chuirmid just frás a das isteach an seo, darlum, according to me. So darlum is duine blank agus blank a Daideo. So imóthúram is duine glic agus grána a Daideo. So he's sly and he's grána, he's like ugly, as in the sense that he didn't do something right. Rinne sé iirecht buacail óg sonanta darmh anam líam a údach. So he tried, rinne sé iirecht, he tried to kidnap a young innocent boy called Liam. So rinne sé é sin, rinne sé iirecht é sin dhéanamh, so he tried to do that, le chabhar óna chara Manus, with help from his friend Manus. Cur sé dalmalog Liam. Okay, so he kind of like pulled the wool over Liam's eyes, or he's kind of dismissive, just akin to an sin. Current sé dalmalog Liam, so he confuses Liam or tricks him. Agus lig sé dó go raibh sé ag fearmach dó, and he pretends to him that he was looking out for him. Thug sé druggy do Liam, and he gave drugs to Liam also. So Lyrian sé sin nach duine amach é Dado charbe. So this shows that Dado is not a nice person at all. He tries to pull the wool over Liam's eyes, tries to drug him, ufosser. Okay, takes full advantage of Liam, mar buchel ógansa. Arish, má éicimid Cúpla mar hampla. Okay, so anam an uirsceil sin Cúpla, agus anam an úidir sin Ógie Ó Céilleachair. Okay, Arish tá an list is store focal agwin, or an list of adiacti agus tréfra tíomháin. So we still have all our lists of our traits there. Ach tá muid na chun díra isteach an seo Sharon, my character. So let's have a look at Sharon as a character. There's loads of different things we could say about Sharon as a character. Ach piach me ceann a bháin amach, but I picked out one here. So ceapam gur duine fian I Sharon. So I think that Sharon, she is a wild character. Okay, well, sin sort righteous. So that is a statement that I've made. Actually, currently me on fada is stopping sin. Sin righteous. So that's what I'm stating it. But then I must explain it. So I must come back and explain why I think this and how do I believe this. So, Kashi cuid ama ag plaiciocht skull. So she spends her time ag plaiciocht. So she spends her time messing at school. Then cuides mo. So bíonn she ag plaiciocht don cuides mo den am. Agus tá níos mó sima eki I gursaí fashion agus smid. So she has more of an interest in fashion and makeup, mar hampla. But bra lehi ag cuairtá le buacalaí, so like ag dul amach le buacalaí, so she likes to go out with boys. Kashi alán smidja, agus bhí dach ina cuid gruiga. So she wears a lot of makeup and she has a color in her hair. Okay. Maybe something not typical for teenagers. Maybe it is. Okay. Brahan sé on dinner. It depends on the person. So on pizza mulla, best piece of recommendation I would have here is to make sure you have a list. Lista adjecti, your list of adjectives to use for any of these. By sé on top. Okay. Very, very helpful, very, very useful. So, fig meat cúpla ceann de na chocrocail seo nó de na hadiachtaí seo. So mar éicimid chamantacht an seo. So sin cúpla ceann éagsúil an seo. Few maybe different ones that we mightn't be sure of. Okay. Cuachtach ansa, cuachtach cílíonn sin powerful. So is this person a powerful character? Arish ag bra an uirsceil, depending on your novel. Machanta, an duine machanta, no pe duine sa scéal. So are they honest? Duine machanta. Ellie ceapam san uirsceil Cúpla. So Ellie definitely will be honest in the uirsceil Cúpla. Nivnach. Okay, nivnach. If you think nahar niva an sin, poisonous. Is there any poisonous characters in sin? Well, go Quinta is féidirlinn a raw fui dado, so no fuin shanar, the granddad or the old man, sin uirsceil dado, Quinta. We could definitely say that about the old man in the story Dado. Céin fá mar rinne sé iirecht Liam a údach, because he tried to kidnap Liam. Dígrasach anseo. Okay, rí sé kaint faoin na PC a bhímar á phléan sin faoi Daideo agus Cúpla. Cínta is duine dígrasach í Ellie. She's hardworking, absolutely. Bréagach anseo, so a false character. Cínse, mar táidir kaint faoi Daideo is duine bréagach é tríd is tríd. He's definitely a false character, false person. Cliste, is there anyone that's clever? Okay, cliste an sin. Ghlinn sé sin clever. So, leanimid rag agus féig fimid na téimi atá le échfuil sna túrsce. So let's have a look at the different themes in each of our stories or each of our novels. So, is E an dalmalog téma an uorscéil seo. So the theme of deception an dalmalog. So is an dalmalog téma an uorscéil seo. Cíntin ar hagann sé le Daideo. Absolutely. So banan an seanar tatnamh as an dalmalog occur Arlene agus Liam. So absolutely. The old man, he enjoys trying to trick the ticket man and Liam. Arís féig famid an tuk atá ina chrí nuair a rig sé Liam isteach sa car agus nuair a thug sé drugi dó. So absolutely, we see this evil in him when he pushed Liam into the car and when he gave him drugs. Cínta darfa. Cuma le sin arís tá téma eile le éagháil sa scéal seo. Again, there is another theme that can be seen here. And sin téma an Reagan Teilig, and that's the theme of, again, domestic violence. Reagan is violence. Teilig, coming from the word Teilach, is family, so family violence. Domestic violence. So tá sé sin le éachfuil go solar san uorscéil. Tá faibanna ag Liam sa bhaile, so he has problems at home. Agus is é sin an fá gur ág sé an teach. And that is the reason why he left the house. So sin an fá gur ág sé an teach. It's the reason why he left his house. On Smuina Viviega, his idea was if he left the house by desh egg a bhóthar éilú. So he left because he thought if he leaves, his mom will also leave. But arís higann sé in a chrí, he kind of understands then deep down that his mom won't leave. Agus by she crina an tamar fad. And she's going to be crying all the time looking for Liam. Maidir le cúpla anseo. So is a faibanna teilig téma an uorscéil seo. No faibanna a bhíonn ag dégóirí, even if you wanted to put kind of problems with teenagers, peirod. Ach faibanna teilig dun cuid is mó. Okay, why do I say that? Well, the Timmy I gadr, so sin ahar na galíonn sin. So the Timmy I gadr le ban ella, agus níor léir sé le Mairead ar fa 3 So he didn't talk to Mairead for 3 months. Tusk go raibh sé I gadr le duine ella, because he was in, again, a relationship with somebody else. A rís féig famid an tanas idir tishmóthóirí agus an cúpla. Absolutely, we see the tension between the parents and the twins. Again, people trying to keep secrets, gachrod, blackmail. Again, níl sé go maith ar churbe. Ach tá agus féidir libse na téimi seo a lua. Absolutely mention them. There's loads that you could mention here and loads to add to these points. Nuair atá sibh ag cur ceiste le chéile. So, má leanimid rag, okay, ceisna a hagan níos ar an bopper. Question again that tends to come up on the paper a good bit is the thorm a curnu to express your opinion. Now, scríb mé na PC fá seo síos ar an scálam, just give me in 5 ag daoine leis na haimsrí. Because sometimes people have problems with the tenses. So, má éicimid ar an scálam, as we see, ar hahan an túrscéil leat. Ar hahan. Sin scrífa san aimsir So that is written in our past tense. So that means we can write our answer in past tense. So skrif míid síos hahan an túrsce lom or níor hahan an túrsce lom. So hahan sé lom, I liked it. Or níor hahan sé lom, I didn't like it. Ceann eile atá ann, another one then. An daithníonn an túrsce leat. Do you like the novel? Again, tá sé seo scríofa san aimsir loithreach. We have it wrote here in our aimsir loithreach, present tense. Again, taithníonn an túrsce lom, I liked it, or ní haithníonn an túrsce lom. So brahan sé, okay? It depends what way the question is wrote. Má scríbtar an cheist san aimsir chaite, well, frag roí mé an ceistin san aimsir chaite. No, má tá an ceist scríofa san aimsir loithreach, well, frag roí mé an cheist san aimsir loithreach. So again, if the answer is wrote in past tense, or the question's in the past tense, I would answer in past tense. And if the question is wrote in present tense, well then I would answer the question in present tense. Ceist eile a hagan níos na póipéir éagsúla. Another question that tends to come up on the exam papers a lot. Conna sa hui an scéal I bhaimart? No, chur an tuairiscéal seo áthas nó brón ort. Okay, tá siad ag díreasteach an seo mothúcháin. So they're focusing in here on emotions. So conna sa hui an scéal I bhaimart? So how did it affect you? So what kind of emotions? An ra trua, a gut, dun duine éagsúla, had you pity, or chuir sé áthas nó brón ort? Did it make you feel happy, sad, surprised? Aon rud an sin, so caithfí tú do swainty, no do thuirmí a scapa an seo. So you need to, again, write down your thoughts bunathe na ceisna sin. So conas a hui an scéal I bhaimart? How did the story affect you? Or chur an tuairiscéal seo áthas nó brón ort? Did the story make you feel happy or did it make you feel sad? So, cúpla tuairimí or cúpla tuairim an seo gur féidir libh a luath. So, a few different themes that you could mention here. So, bhí mé bís chun an céad chabadéal eile a léamh. So I was really excited. Bhí mé bís chun an céad chabadéal eile a léamh. So I was really excited to read the next chapter, mar hampla féidir. Bhí mé idir gá chólar fin uairscéal seo, mar, so I was idir gá chólar. Literally means between two minds, or you're between two pieces of advice. So you weren't sure fin uairscéal seo, mar, because lámha bháin, on one hand, it said X, Y, and Z. Ach an lámh eile, but on the other hand, then it said rud éigin different. So sin piece of das an sin. That's a nice piece there you could use. Bhí mé idir gá chólara. I was between two minds. Ní raibh an tuairiscéal thar bhola beirte an sin. So it wasn't the praise of two people. Ní raibh sé thar bhola beirte an sin. Wasn't the praise of two people. Hahan na character go mórlam. So I really like the characters. But character an réiliach iad, they were really realistic characters. Tá an umracha cór agus casas in uairiscéal. So there's too much twists and turns in the story maybe. Or maybe there wasn't enough. Peirud, you change it to suit you. The baint ag téma an uairiscéal na héal. So the theme of the story, it was kind of linked with your life. There had a link with some part of your life, maybe. Má thought of it kind of beidir faoin scéal bunathe or dar teidéal cúpla. So maybe if you're talking about cúpla, mar tá sé bunathe Colony Oiga agus iad ag rastal Vanscola, because it's based on two young girls and them going to secondary school. Could be like you. Tá a character tá siad san ag freastal on Mansco. they're going to secondary school, agus tá mé hénig freastal ar an manscoil Beidir, Peyrod, you change it to suit you. An tŵrscéil simúil agus spregúil agus dála mé faoi. So the novel, it is interesting and inspiring, and I learned about Peyrod. I learned something about whatever. So it's féidir leat arís na Nini anseo no na Barney anseo a lína, so you can fill in the blanks on sa. So arís, pointy tábhachta don na huirscéilta. So important points for your uirscéilta with character, when a character was a gwib, sieve, on an sieve was a gwib, do you know where it's situated, where is it located? On book pointja, no on príomh pointja, kind of main point, main highlight. Críoch ella, we'll tune in críoch ella a scríomh don uirscéil. Are you able to write another kind of ending for the uirscéil? Oh, well, an téma was a good atmosphere, agus tús agus dera on uirscéil. Do you know the beginning and the end of the novel? Agus the Horan Parsanta. And your personal opinion. Anish Tomwidna con Dearisteach na Cashna. So Casht a bhí sa bhliain 2000 or Ronan, an Casht a bhí sa bhliain 2023, agus an Casht a bhí sa bhliain 2022. So my éicmid an seo. Question that came up 2023. Now, the deshagot and shin rud again different. This is a little bit different. Okay, the deshagot on Kesha a Yenev on uirscéil, no an drama. Okay, so that was an interesting change that they put in there. You could answer this question on the novel or the drama. So Rish Mars Gana, Tedil on uirscéil, scríbin tú é sin síos agus anam an úidir go bra. Cad é príomh théma an uirscéil. So what is the main theme? The main theme. So scríbin tú é sin síos. Ceist an das é sin. So that's really, really nice question to have. Scríb síos príomh théma an uirscéil. The main theme. Céad vísa eile, déanchar síos garad achtra mhór amháin san uirscéil. So describe briefly one main event in the novel. So what was a main event in the novel? Okay, Rish thought to a kind from Daideo. You could talk about Noor Huiliam an train, no nor a rinne Daideo Irocht Liam Udok when he tried to kidnap Liam. Má thought to a kind we Cúpla. If you're talking about Cúpla, you could say nor a bhí on size timpish of Moher when there was the crash a Moher. Shin size Octra more and shin, that's a huge event. Or Beidir nor a Honig or nor fuair Sharon on Tolas nor gono nor goraushe an Olas gorau cadruv ag a ahar le dinna ella. Talk about that either. Ceann ella an sin, déan cursius an character it's far lat san uirscéil. So now describe briefly your favorite character in the story. So Arish, that's where you're coming back and you are talking about your characters. So is dinna blank a no e whoever sin uirscéil. And then you're going to develop it. Okay. So you would start off Mars gana is dinna whatever a whoever's the scale. No E brahanche, it's a Colleen, it's an E. And then land to your right. And then you'd fill in the rest of the pieces flesh on Otis with the information. So we know exactly how do we know. So always kind of state it first of all and then explain how we know. What's the evidence that we know that this person is whatever way they are or whatever trait you are saying. And then Pisa ela Ke aku salsa no mi hasa thali le kriak on garshke. So how satisfied or unsatisfied are you with the end of this story? Tor fault one leather ragra. Give one piece of information or give one reason for your answer. So usually when questions are like that, you get marks for saying if you're satisfied or if you're unsatisfied, and then you're beginning to ferbert the ragra. When you develop your point then a little bit more, you get the rest of your marks. So are you happy? How satisfied, unsatisfied are you? So that's basically the Kriak on Urshkel with the end of the novel. Okay, so Luig me Ishin Hannah, who mentioned that before, that you need to know your endings, your beginning and your endings. So tus agus Kriak on Urshkel. My shin with, okay, that you know that. So shin on cashed of yen and blian fiha tree. My comedian cashed of yen on blian river shin. So blian fiha do question that was in 2022. So called a tema on Urshkel. Shin gadas, visha shin lucha agwin Hannah. We've mentioned that before. Din crucius achtra a one a hugan layer an tema tal lucha gut. So describe an event that shows the theme that you have mentioned. Okay, so how does the event that you're talking about here, how does that link with the theme? Okay, and then her an tema seo áthas no brown art. Did this theme, did it make you feel happy or sad? So we should dear stock an tema sa kesha. So they really were focusing on a theme in this question here. So did theme make you feel happy or sad? So Kershe áthas and then lan into raig, no Kershe brown and then lan into raig lesh on meaning. So you continue on then with your meaning, saying why. And then on pisa egendera. Is character to fein sin Urshkel tá anam na hagot, skrif untroll I the yelan parsenta fwy shin. So an untroll luig, so you need to mention these points. Pointa a one olis fwy the fort sin Urshkel. So about your part in the novel. Tre yarfak agus tre dúltak atalgot. So a positive, derfak is positive, a positive trait you have and a negative trait that you have. Pointa a one olis fwy character Ella, another point of information about a different character. And then on Rud is Farlat, agus on Rud is Masalat fwyn Urshkel. So your favorite thing and your least favorite thing about the novel. Okay, so sin simú bhí neart scríb nuirta I gastan seo. So lots of writing entailed here. Just má éicimid an scéim bharcála. We just look quickly at the scéim bharcála an seo. Varka one la hai tidil on Urshkel and then la hai uder on Urshkel flying 2 mark comma. Gal vark la hai and tema, 2 marks there then for the theme. Now, Jane Krishy is guard achtra a one a hugan leru an tema. So con a horrid vorkana a rein to get these high marks. Let's see what we need. Lewin on tirahor on tema. So the applicant, they mentioned the theme. Augustine and Crucius achtra a one a lerin and tema. And they describe one event that shows the theme. Great. Tema lucha play ma an achtra hishkent holler leraha. So tema lucha theme is mentioned, play ma an achtra. So a good discussion of the event. Tishkent holler leraha. Some good understanding shown. Hagerji mahat on Urshkel. So good references to the novel. Smuinta ferbaha gumma. The thoughts are well developed. And then a rash quid na priv ganeha, commas ma modulation na priv ganeha to kiart and then changa. So they're going back to like things like grammar, agus structure, agus co-rare and show. So grammatic, co-rare, structure, briefer, agus alehid. So igoni na tashiv a dane of stader in a PC show. Always think on will tishkent holler agus on will na smuinti ferbaha guma. So like good understanding. Smuinte ferbaha gama, thoughts well developed, and tagarty mahat an Urshkel. Good links or good references back to the Urshkel. Ma éicimid an písa eile an seo, ceist C, faoin téma churan téma seo áthas nó bhróin ort, tóir cúis le the ragra. So if you see here, Ferbert ma an gúis got 3 marks, 3 mark an sin, Ferbert réúnta an gúis, and then Ferbert lag an seo. So shin on shkeim verchala of the oscor na scrudahori. So this is what the examiners had, you know, we shared in one marchala when they were doing their marking. And then ag an dera. Okay, a ríis tá na rudi céine ag tacht the níos, okay? Tuiscint cholir, tagartí maithe, smínte forbatha, agus a ríis ag ras chuig príomh gnéithe de ceart na teanga, gramadocht, struchtúr, aimsrí, litrú agus a lehéid. So, tá siad cócótábhaach I gcónaí a bheith ag smíanamh, tuiscint cholir, tagartí maithe, smínte forbatha I gceart. Okay, chuir gweil. So sin deireadh an sesiún seo, gur mí amach aglaibh as a bheith lom inniu. Má tá ceist bit eile a gcuibh any other questions a ríis dín tagháil lom ExamRevision Instagram agus Twitter. Again, give me any questions on Instagram or Twitter on any of our accounts or socials. It's Miss Arlene, so you can write it with the heading Arlene. Agus by me na ceisna sin a ragart. And I'll be able to answer those questions. Gur mí amach a gcuibh agus gnáirí libh amach an seo. Slán.